Dave, the first Premier League game of the season out of the way. It may not have been all 3 points, but were there positives to take from the opening day?
Yeah, without doubt. Obviously, in the end, we were a little bit frustrated not to win the game, but I think over the course of the game we probably had the better chances. But obviously disappointed at the way we conceded goals, and a draw is not a bad result to take from the first game, especially away from home.
The opening of the season, the first few games of the season in the last couple of years have been so good, haven't they? Is that something that you've spoken about as a group of players?
I think you always want to start off as bright as you can and get as many points on the board as possible. So it's important to get that first win. Obviously Saturday gives us another opportunity to do that at home to Everton.
Yeah, how much are the players looking forward to being back at St Mary's for a Premier League game?
Yeah, really looking forward to it. Obviously excited. There's a great atmosphere at the Fatisse game, and hopefully it'll be more of the same and we can get a similar result.
Do you think you've perhaps got a bit of advantage in these opening few weeks because of that competitive action that you had in the Europa League?
I don't know, it's hard to say. Obviously every team's obviously got good preparations and long preparations in the pre-seasons, but I think one of the positives for us was we finished the game really strongly against Newcastle and looked stronger into the last 15-20 minutes, and obviously the competitive games that we've had up to now will stand us in good stead.
Was it perhaps nice to have a week though without a midweek game this time around?
Obviously in the position we're in, we want to play as many games as possible. That's what you always want to be doing, and but obviously this week's gives us a chance maybe to try and work on some more things and improve in areas where we can and where we felt that we didn't do so well against Newcastle. So just get ready for Saturday, as I said, against Everton.
Everton perhaps struggled last season, but they're a side that will play good football, as we know, and should look to be doing better this year.
Well, without doubt they've got a lot of quality in their team, so we know we have to be aware of the danger that they bring and the players that they've got. But of course ourselves at home, we want to win every game that we can, so that'll be the mentality for us going into the game.
Good memories of the last time we played them as well. It was a big afternoon in the season, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was in the back of a difficult run of games and important fixture for us, obviously, to bounce back, and delighted to get the win that day. We put in a strong performance, and that set the tone then for the next few weeks.
How important is it, as you say, to try and get that first win in the Premier League as early as possible?
Yeah, of course. I mean, winning games breeds confidence, and obviously we've got a confident group here, an ambitious group, and we want to go on and have another strong season. So it's important that first and foremost we win our first league game of the season and make our home farm our fortress.
What have you made of your start to the season personally?
Yeah, I've been pleased. Obviously it's important, every game you start to feel a bit better, a bit sharper, and obviously with the new players coming in as well, you get to know how they like to play the game, and they get to understand our game as well and how the manager wants to play. So it's always, you hope to see improvement in every game, and I think we've done that so far.
Have you been working over pre-season perhaps when you're shooting to try and get a couple of goals this season?
So it's always the aim to try and score some goals from midfield, and hopefully if we can continue to get in some good positions, then one will fall from it and it'll drop and go in sooner rather than later.
And Oriole's signing means there's real competition for places in midfield this season, isn't it? But it also suggests that the club are going to take all the competition seriously, I guess.
Yeah, of course. I think that's the manager's mentality, is to go into every game and try and win it, and the players are exactly the same, and obviously we're building a competitive squad now, strong squad, so there's good competition for places, and it'll keep everybody on their toes.
Does that just make you hungrier though, more players coming into that sort of position?
Yeah, of course. I mean, I want to play as many games as possible and play week in, week out, and it's up to the person who has the shirt to put in the performances to keep it.